The laughter stopped the moment her words cut through the air. People like you, Evelyn Hart sneered, her diamond bracelet catching the light, should be grateful just to be invited. Her voice echoed across the ballroom, silencing every conversation. Standing before her was a calm, sharply dressed black man, Adrian Cole, the CEO of one of the fastest-growing tech companies in the country. He didn't flinch. He didn't even blink. He simply looked at her, quiet and steady, as if her insult hadn't touched him at all. Evelyn smirked, satisfied. But what she didn't know was that in less than 20 minutes, the same man she had humiliated would stand at that same microphone she'd used to belittle him, and the truth he revealed would leave her empire in ashes and her husband walking away for good. It had started like every other grand charity gala at the Harts, estate chandeliers glittering, glasses clinking, money floating in the air like perfume. Evelyn Hart lived for moments like this. She was the wife of real estate mogul Richard Hart, a man whose billion-dollar name carried weight in every social circle. To her, status was everything. When Adrian arrived, wearing a simple black suit and no tie, she barely concealed her irritation. "That's the CEO everyone's talking about," she whispered to a friend. "He looks like he came to deliver the catering." Her friend laughed nervously, unsure whether to agree. Adrian, meanwhile, had heard her, but chose silence. He'd grown used to that kind of quiet poison in rooms like this. The evening carried on until it was time for the honorary toast. Evelyn, drunk on attention and champagne, grabbed the mic. "Let's raise a glass," she announced, her voice echoing, "to the future of business and to those lucky enough to be in the room." Adrian smiled politely and nodded. Evelyn turned toward him. "And maybe next time," she added with a smirk, "our guests can dress for the occasion." A few people laughed, unsure whether they should. Cameras clicked. Adrian stayed still. Then Evelyn, relishing the moment, picked up her glass and poured the wine slowly over his crisp white shirt. The crowd gasped. For a few seconds, the only sound was the dripping of wine hitting the marble floor. Adrian simply set down his glass and said softly, "You just made a very expensive mistake." The host, Richard Hart, rushed over, his face pale. "Evelyn, what are you doing?" "Oh, come on," she laughed. "It's just a joke." Adrian gave him a long look. Not angry, just disappointed. "You might want to check your company's balance sheets before tomorrow's market opens." Then he walked away. An hour later, as the gala continued in forced cheer, a whisper started moving through the crowd. Phones buzzed, screens lit up, and then someone gasped, "Oh my God, Hart Holdings just dropped 50%. Richard froze. What? Adrian's company, Coltech Industries, had been in talks for a major merger with Hart Holdings, one that would have doubled the Hart's fortune. But while Evelyn was busy humiliating him, Adrian had quietly pulled the plug. And worse, he revealed that Hart Holdings had been using charity funds to buy properties under shell corporations. It was all over the news. Reporters swarmed outside. Board members resigned on the spot. Investors fled. Within minutes, the billion-dollar empire Evelyn flaunted had turned to dust. She stood frozen as Adrian walked back in, calm, composed. "You know," he said quietly, "I didn't come here tonight to embarrass anyone. I came to announce a scholarship fund for underprivileged youth in partnership with Hart Holdings. But after your display, I think we'll take our work somewhere it's truly valued." Evelyn's lips trembled. "Wait, please. I didn't mean..." Adrian's gaze softened. "That's the thing about words, Mrs. Hart. Once they're out, you can't take them back." He turned and left the ballroom as cameras followed, leaving Evelyn standing in silence. By morning, Hart Holdings had declared bankruptcy. Richard filed for divorce. His statement to the press, cold and direct. "Our values no longer align." Evelyn sat alone in the same ballroom. The chandeliers now dim. Reporters gone. The woman who once commanded every room couldn't even afford the staff to clean it anymore. She remembered Adrian's eyes, not angry, just sad. And for the first time, she understood what he meant. She hadn't humiliated him. She had revealed herself. A few weeks later, Evelyn showed up quietly at a youth foundation, the same one Adrian funded. She didn't come to ask for a favor. She came to volunteer. When Adrian saw her, he simply nodded. "You don't owe me anything," he said softly. "I know," she replied, "but I owe them better than I've been." He smiled faintly. "That's a start." As Evelyn joined the children at a long wooden table, laughter filled the room again. Not the shallow kind from galas, but something pure. True power isn't measured in wealth or status. It's in how you treat others when no one's watching. Because arrogance can build empires, but only humility can rebuild them.